morning. Hey, everybody. Oop, I always cut myself off. Hello. Just about that time. Hope nobody minds this fan here. If this is distracting in any way, please post in the chat and tell me, and I will move it. It's just very hot in my house. And yeah, but if it's distracting, no worries. I will find a different place for it. So just let me know. Okay, let me do another time check. Oh, perfect. We are at that time. Okay, so officially, good morning, welcome. If you are new, my name is Jacqueline, and this is a more or less a basics yoga class. At times, it might even feel, actually, I think really best way to describe it, or how I would describe it, would be like a multi-level class. So that just means for me that the class is accessible to beginners and also to advanced practitioners. So there should be something for everyone. I do show a lot of modifications. If you have something in particular going on with your body, so if you have an injury, if something's not feeling right, if you have certain physical limitations, I do encourage you to take this time to write that into the chat. So please tell me what's going on so that I can let you know what types of modifications or something like that to do. And also during class, if you have a question, if something's not working for you and you need assistance, just type it in the chat if that is something you can easily do. So I'm happy to answer questions and go over things, or to give other types of modifications if needed during class. So please don't be shy about posting that, letting me know what's going on. What else? Oh my goodness, this is our last class for June. Absolutely mind-boggling how next week will be July 1st. I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe we are going to continue with Wednesday morning yoga with me on this platform. So that's very exciting. I do not have the official word on that, but hopefully that is true and I'm not completely making something up right now. And I'm very thankful to Somerset County Library System of New Jersey for allowing me this opportunity to teach, and I thank you for allowing me to instruct you, and I appreciate everybody tuning in. Friendly reminder that this is a free class for anybody, so you don't have to even be a New Jersey resident to take this class, let alone a Somerset County resident. And you can also view or do this class at a later time. So you can share the link with friends or family members or coworkers and say, hey, check this out and give it a try, see what you think. So if you can't make the live stream, just know the stream will be available for a later viewing, and I believe we're keeping them up too, so you can go as far back as the first class if you'd like. So just something to keep in mind. And if you are enjoying the programming, whether it's this class or other programs, definitely give your feedback to the library. It's very useful information, and if they give you a survey or there is a way that you can easily leave your feedback, make sure that you do that, especially if you have good things to say. It's really helpful because when we hear from people about programming that they enjoy, then we are able to continue to offer that programming. So something to keep in mind as well. So again, if you're just tuning in right now at this moment, I would like for you to, if need be, leave a message in the chat telling me if you have any concerns, any questions, any ailments, injuries, you're not sure about something or how to modify something. Please take this time before we're getting into our physical postures and let me know. I'm happy to help. That is my job, right? So ask me the questions, even if you think it's a difficult question. Do your best to phrase it, and I will be happy to assist you. I also want to remind everybody that if anything actually legitimately hurts, right, make sure that you do not continue with that movement or that pose. Take care of your body. Take breaks when you need. And if you are in a warmer or hotter room, or maybe you're doing this outdoors, I don't know, but always be very mindful of your fatigue level, be mindful of potential overheating, and if you experience any lightheadedness or any dizziness, please make sure you stop what you're doing. Most beneficial would be to get yourself closer to the floor and rest, okay? Drink plenty of water, all that good stuff, and I think that's everything I have to say. So again, if you're just tuning in, my name is Jacqueline, and this is a multi-level, if you will, yoga class. I do my best to make it accessible to everybody, all levels, whether you have zero experience or multiple years of experience. And we're gonna start seated nice and tall, so grounded for your seat, spine is long, shoulders back, head draws. Stop, gently close your eyes. Relax the face muscles, unclench the teeth, and keep the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Allow the mind to quiet and bring your attention and your focus to your breath. Gently begin to deepen the breath. So moving into diaphragmatic or belly breathing. As you inhale, feel the belly rise and expand. As you exhale, the belly button draws back toward the spine. Inhale, the belly rises and expands. Exhale, belly button draws back. On your next inhale, draw the breath up a little higher. So the belly rises and expands, then the mid-chest and the ribs expand. And you exhale from the mid-chest, belly button draws back. And on your next inhale, draw the breath up even higher, moving into the full 3-part yogic breath. Belly rises and expands, then the mid-chest, then all the way up into the upper chest, just underneath the collarbones, and you exhale from the collarbones down into the mid-chest, belly button draws back. So nice, slow, full, and deep breaths. Two more breaths like this. And after your second exhale, allow the breathing to return to normal. The mind stays calm, the face relaxed. Take the hands, bring them together in front of the heart. Take a nice breath in. Exhale and let it all the way out. Turn the eyes down toward the heart. Release the hands. Gently flicker the eyes open. Bring the head up to center. Take the legs, extend them out in front of you. Gently rub the hips and knees. Circle the ankles in both directions. Point the toes. Make sure you keep the heels down. Flex the feet. Point and flex one at a time. Good, so we're gonna come to tabletop position, hands and knees. I did want to, though, take this time to tell you that if you have any requests for today, so if you have a particular pose in mind that you would like to do, if you have a particular part of the body or area of the body that you would like a focus on today, please let me know. So I am taking requests today. I'll do my best to honor reasonable requests. So please, if you have a request, put that into the chat and I will be happy to see if I can build that into the class today. So And don't be shy. All right, so when you're done making your request, if you're going to type that in, we're going to find ourselves into a tabletop position. So hands and knees. Hands come shoulder width, maybe mat width distance apart. Spread the fingers. Try to get equal distance between the fingers. Also make sure that your elbows have a softness to them. So elbow creases of the arms face each other. Keep your back long and straight. Belly button draws up towards spine. Toes tuck under for more power and stability. And I want you to actively hug in toward the center. Keep head in line with spine and connect to the breath. And then from here, we'll move into cat and cow, warming up the spine. As you inhale, belly lowers, tailbone lifts, head comes forward. Exhale, tuck the tailbone round the back and look back at your thighs. Inhale, belly lowers, tailbone lifts, head comes forward. Exhale, tuck the tailbone round the back, look back at your thighs. Continue with this. Take it at your own pace and move with your breath. And let's take two more nice full cat and cows. On your second exhale, when your back is rounded, return to that flat back position in tabletop. Now when you're back in tabletop, check in with your foundation. See if anything changed. Make whatever adjustments you need to. From here, take a step back with the knees. Start to angle the body back. Shoulders move beyond wrists, hips come over knees. Press strongly through the hands. Allow the knees to rise up off the mat. And do the action of the feet dragging toward each other. Knees stay in line with the ankles. Press stronger into the hands as though you were actually trying to send the mat out from underneath you. And slowly lift the hips, straighten or go towards straight with the legs. Downward facing dog, and you breathe here. Now, if the backs of the legs are tight, you can take the feet wide, almost as wide as the mat or as wide as the mat. If you need to, you can practice your down dog with bent knees. So this would be important if you feel like this or you look like this and you get stuck. We want the spine to be able to lengthen. It's not as important to have the legs straight. And then if you're comfortable, you can gently walk the dog. So bend one knee, lower the opposite heel, going slow, allowing for that gentle lengthening of each leg. Keep the breath smooth. And if you're walking the dog, return to center and stillness. Take a quick peek back at the feet. So you want to make sure they're facing straight forward. Heels should be hidden behind toes. Head in line with spine. From here, walk the feet forward and come to Bhutanasa, standing forward fold. So the hips are over the knees over the ankles. There's equal weight through the feet. Knees are soft, and your fingertips are either touching somewhere on your leg, on a block or blocks if you happen to have, or maybe a box, or you are lightly on the floor. Inhale and lengthen the center of the chest. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Press strongly through the feet. Bring hands to hip creases, elbow, shoulders, and head lift. Inhale and come up. Finding Tadasana, standing mountain pose. Feet face straight forward. There's sit bone width distance apart, wider if need be. Knees soft, chins hug toward each other, tailbone draws down. Shoulders up and back, rib cage in. Take the palms out. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, arms lower. So you're keeping the legs strong. Inhale, lift. Exhale, arms lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, strong legs, long spine as you fold forward. Fingertips touch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, hands next to feet. Left leg steps back, gently lower the knee down. We're in a low lunge on the right. So right knee over the ankle, front foot, back knee. Do the action of dragging toward each other. Shoulders drop back, legs stay strong, front foot, back knee. Really making like they want to meet at the middle. Not cross each other, but just both come to this imaginary center line. From here, let's step back to plank. So in plank, just like tabletop, elbow creases of the arms face each other. There's a lift to the belly, a slight lift to the legs. Gently lower the knees down. Arms stay straight and strong. Take your plank and move it forward, right? So see how I literally lifted my knees and I slid my body forward, which is not the same as lowering through the pelvis, right? So slide forward. Now, bend the elbows and you're gonna lower your chest, but keep your hips, your belly button lifted. Then everything comes down. Untuck the toes, press through your feet, draw tailbone toward heels, squeeze shoulder blades, and come to a lower baby cobra. The feet are pressed, tailbone is lengthened, and shoulders back, head stays in line with spine. Tuck the toes, press back, downward facing dog, and you breathe. Let's bring the left foot forward between the hands, right knee gently lowers down, so knee over ankle, front foot, back knee, dragging toward each other, using a block or something underneath your fingertips if you need more space, and if you really need a lot of space, you may climb up onto your thigh. And plank. Let's lower the knees. So this version of plank is always acceptable. You can always skip plank as well and do cat-cow instead of this sequence. Or you can rest in down dog or child's pose. Whatever works best for you. If you are going to move through, let's move forward first. Elbows hug in, you're lowering your heart, and then everything comes down. Toes untuck, press feet into floor, squeeze shoulder blades, rise to cobra. The height of your cobra does not matter, so keep that in mind. Press back, downward dog, breathe. Let's walk the feet forward. Bhutanasana, standing forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Press through the feet, bring hands to hips. Inhale, rise. Reach the arms up. Exhale, arms gently lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, strong legs, long spine, folding forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Bend the knees, bring hands next to the feet. Left leg steps back. This time, keep the knee lifted. So we're in a slightly higher lunge. It's a deeper lunge for the hips. You might feel that tightness. We still want right knee over ankle though. Gaze forward, abs strong, step back to plank. You might put the knees down, you might keep them lifted. From here, knees down or up, chaturanga. If you keep knees lifted, we lower everything at the same time. So it's a little bit different. Then come to cobra. And press back, downward dog, breathe. Step the left foot forward between the hands, right knee stays lifted, left knee over ankle, feet drag toward each other. Open the heart. And we step back to plank. Knees down or up, chaturanga. Take your time, elbows hug in, keep shoulders away. Feet with the heart, cobra, feet press. Draw tailbone toward heels. And press back, downward dog. Now from here in your downward facing dog, just reorienting myself, step right foot forward between hands, left heel spins down, rise up to Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2 pose. So your right knee is at 90 degrees. Knee tracks to the right, shoulders over hips, feet drag toward each other. Soft gaze out, perhaps over the right fingertips. breath in. Exhale, come down and step back to downward facing dog. Left foot forward, right heel spins down, rise up, warrior two. Knee over ankle, knee tracks left. Soften the face. Try not to lock your back leg knee. So that is a very common thing to do. I'm guilty of it myself at times, but check on the strength of the back leg just as much as you feel the work in the front leg. One more breath. Exhale, come down, step back to plank or not. So you can always skip the plank sequence. Remember, you could do cat-cow, you could just choose to hold plank. You could do child's pose, down dog. From here, knees down or up, chaturanga. Remember, move forward first. Cobra. And press back. Breathe. Right foot steps forward between hands, left heel spins down. Come up to Bhutanasa, extended side angle. So your right forearm lightly comes to the top of the thigh. Hand active like you're holding a tray. Your left hand stays at the hip crease, drawing the shoulder back, or you reach the arm, plug the shoulder, and slide it overhead like this. Now the idea here is we're making a sharp angle. We want to avoid going like this, right? So rounding and C-shaping. We're trying to give ourselves a really solid diagonal angle, which involves tucking the ribs in, and it might mean that you don't extend that arm, which is okay. Knee tracks to the right. One more breath here. Exhale, come down, step back, downward facing dog. And left foot steps forward, right heel spins down, Bhutanasa, extended side angle. Left forearm lightly to thigh. Knee over ankle, so make sure you don't lean, right? We're not hanging out here. Strong through the legs, take your shoulder back. Right hand can stay at hip, or reach, plug, and slide, presuming you can create that sharp angle. If you start to round it out, then put the hand down. One more breath. Exhale, release, step back to plank or not. Remember, you have choices. Be smart about your choices today. From here, knees down or up. Chaturanga if you so choose. Coming to Cobra. Press back, down dog, breathe. Now, step your right foot forward between the hands. Left heel spins down. Hold on a second. We're going to slowly open up into Trikonasana Triangle Pose. So we straighten, but do not lock your right knee. You might need to rise up really, really high. This is normal, okay? So don't feel as though you have to get to the floor. And especially just because I'm at the floor doesn't mean you have to be, doesn't mean you ever will be. It's no big deal. Use blocks if you have to elevate the floor. Otherwise, you're lightly on your own leg. We got two straight and strong legs. Core is working. Ribs tuck in and down. So same kind of idea in terms of not wanting to round along the side of the body. Focus your breath. Make sure your right foot is firmly planted and you don't lock this knee. Now, you can stay here. So especially if you're a beginner, you might want to stay here. And you could just wait in triangle. If you'd like, a little more advanced pose coming up. Bring your left hand to hip. Turn your gaze down on your right foot. Notice how your right foot is straight. It's going to remain like this. Do not let it turn. Bend the right knee and start to walk your left foot in. Your heart comes over your toes. Your hand reaches way forward and over to the right. Lift the left leg, stack the hips, maybe lift the left arm. This is Ardha Chandrasana, half move. Notice how my left foot is flexed. Notice how I did not move my right foot and I'm not locking this knee. You breathe. you're still in triangle, that's fine. One more breath for everybody. And then everybody safely make your way back to downward facing dog. Focusing on the breath. Exhaling out any frustration. Inhaling positivity. Okay, left foot forward, right heel spins down. Let's slowly open into Trikonasana Triangle Pose. So climbing way up if you need to. You know your options. Create space and find length and strength. Focus the breath. Now you can stay here or top hand to hip, turn your gaze, bend the knee, start to walk it forward, reach the hand away from the foot, lift the right leg, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Top arm doesn't have to lift, by the way. Do not lock your standing leg knee. One more breath for everybody. And let's transition to down dog, breathing smoothly here. And taking child's pose, sitting back. Your head does not have to come down. And returning to downward facing dog, pressing through the hands, lift the hips. Bend the knees, puff up into your lower back. Look up toward the top of the mat by your hands. And then you can step or maybe try jumping forward, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. And to exhale, fold. Press through the feet, hands to hips, rise up. Arms reach. Exhale, arms gently lower. Good. All right, so we're going to work a little bit on balance. So stand nice and tall. We're going to take tree pose and play around with it, maybe. Maybe not. It's all good. Root through your right foot, right knee is soft. Lift the left knee, open the knee. Hug. Sorry, lift the left heel, open the knee. Hug in, tailbone down. I almost didn't catch that. Shoulders back. Friends, this is a solid tree pose. You can stay here today, or you can lift foot to ankle, calf, not to the knee though. So you're either above the knee or below officially, nowhere pressing into that knee joint. We don't want to put that kind of stress on the joint. Muscular energy, so foot presses into leg, leg presses back into foot with that equal force. Tailbone draws down, shoulders back, maybe hands in front of the heart, soften the face. Maybe arms rise. Find that steadiness. One more breath in. Exhale, gently release. We're going to switch to the other side. Root through your left foot, left knee. Straight but not locked. Lift right heel, open knee, hug in. Find that focus. You might stay where you are, or you might lift the foot. But remember, we don't lift it to the knee, and there's no one place it has to go. So sometimes how high you can lift the foot is not about your balance, friend. It's about the openness of your hips. With this knee open, the hip is opening. So you might not get your foot way up, but it's not a requirement for the pose. Only lift the arms if you want that added challenge. Good, one more breath. Exhale, gently release. All right, we're gonna do that again, either same exact way or adding a challenge if you'd like. So take your time in setting it up. So you could explore your normal tree, just doing as you did before. If you want a little challenge, you're gonna bring your hand down. Could either be at the hip, or you might be able, if your foot's way up, you might be able to grab the ankle. Otherwise, maybe you bring it out like this, or you just go like that, or you just bring it down, right? Whatever works. Take the other arm up, and then perhaps side bend. Easier said than done. A little challenge here. And gently come up and release. Woo! Other side, take your time. So you don't have to take the side bending option. So arm down, right, in whatever way works. Good, gently release. Woo, shake it out, circle the ankles. All right. Let's stand at the top of the mat if you're not already there. Bring your feet together or fairly close together. Arms rise, hands in front of heart, sit back, Bhutanasa chair pose. So knees are behind the toes here. We keep our back straight like we would in a tabletop. Weight in the heels, you should be able to wiggle your toes. One more breath, friends. And fold forward, adjust your feet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, hands next to feet. Step back, downward facing dog. And come down to hands and knees position, tabletop. Strong arms, we're going to work a little bit on balance, a little bit on core strength here. Spinal balance, extend the right leg, maybe also the left arm or just the right leg. Flex out through the right foot, pull belly button up to spine, lengthen through the crown of the head. I breathe. Gently release, switch sides, brace strong. And gently release, take a child's pose. Let's do that again, returning to tabletop. Extend right leg, maybe left arm. Now you can stay here or try opening both on the diagonal, the two separate sides. The more you open, the more you're going to feel that. You're going to really feel your obliques, your side abdominal muscles engaged here. Keep your pelvis stable. Come back center and reset. Woo, other side. So you don't have to take that option. If you want, try opening. Keep pelvis stable. Back center. And gently down. And child's pose once more. Breathe smoothly. And hands under shoulders. Lift yourself up. Have a seat. Grab some water. All right, so we're going to sit cross-legged, right foot in front of left, or right on top if you're able. Here's the thing, though. You need to have a strong ankle. So see how my foot is flexed? We don't want the foot to be like this, right? That would be like, imagine walking around on the edges of your feet like that. Not good, right? So you have to think of it the same here. So you might be able to bring the foot up, but it's totally fine. If not, feet are flexed, ankles are strong, root through your seat. Tall posture. Now you might not be feeling much here. So if that's the case, what you can do, presuming you keep your spine long and you don't hunch, is you can lengthen forward any amount. Nothing's forced. Relax the face, especially soften the jaw. Maybe close your eyes. Now, if you came forward, something you might want to try is to gently move over toward the right. Just notice how it changes the sensation. And then you might want to try moving to the left. And maybe back center. You might be able to go deeper. Don't force it though. And slowly make your way out. Take the legs out for a moment, then we'll switch. So regular cross-legged left in front of right or left on top, presuming your ankles are strong, meaning you've got that nice flex to the feet. Tall spine. Getting a sense for how everything feels here. And then perhaps lengthening forward if you desire more, and if that makes sense for your body. Sometimes the desire is greater than the ability to check in with what's best. So make sure that you're prioritizing what's best versus what you want. If you'd like, you could try coming over to the left side. And over to the right. Maybe, maybe not. All good. And then center, breathing. And slowly make your way out. Uncross, give the legs a little shake. Ooh, a little massage. Maybe roll out the ankles. All right, we're going to come down onto the stomach. Lengthen the legs back behind you. So we're getting ready for Bhutanasa Cobra Pose, which we've done before, but now we're taking it on its own, right? So it's not part of a sequence anymore. So it's really a different pose when we take it out of that plank chaturanga, right, look sequence. Forehead down, hands slide back, elbows point straight back. The very tips of your fingers should be at about the chest height, center of chest, really. Elbows point straight back, squeeze shoulder blades, press through the feet, and gently rise up. So you want to feel like your chest is pulling forward, up, and then you're getting a curl back. Avoid holding the breath. And slowly lower. We're going to do that again. Press through the feet, lengthen the tailbone. Make like you're holding a pencil between your shoulder blades. Keep a hold of that imaginary pencil as you rise. And breathe. And slowly lower. We'll do one more. Press through the feet, lengthen the tailbone. Rise up. Soften the face, don't hold the breath. And slowly lower, make a pillow with the hands, breathing. Turn over, come onto your back, face the feet forward. All right, so make sure they're not turning out or in as best you can. Feet are about sit bone width distance apart. That's like 2 fists width. Bend the elbows so your palms face each other. Press through the feet, root through the shoulders, and press into the back of the head. Inhale, lift the hips, finding Setubandha Sarvangasana or a bridge pose. Knees stay in line with ankles, chin stays away from the chest. More energy comes onto the shoulders. And slowly lower down. Let's do that again. Press through the feet, root through the shoulders, rise. Maybe lift the heels. You want a little bit more, but of course, if you lift the heels, you have to notice that your hips get higher. If they don't or they get lower, then this is not the option for you today. One more breath. And we're going to slowly lower. And we'll do one more bridge today. Press through the feet, root down, lift the hips. Maybe lift heels. One more breath. Slowly lower, one vertebra at a time. Relax arms. Full body stretch. We do this to neutralize the spine. Straighten the legs, point the toes, take the arms up and over. And then flex the feet, interlace the hands, and press out through the palms. And gently release. Lower the arms down. Take as much time as you need to turn yourself over. And we'll come into either child's pose or downward dog, just returning length to the spine. And you breathe. And come to seated position. Extend your left leg out straight, bend the right knee. And you want to anchor the right, then the left side. Left leg is strong, heel presses, foot is flexed. Fingertips come alongside. Draw the right arm up, turn toward the foot, and lengthen forward as you pull. So there's no one place you have to go. Just make sure you don't round your back. So your right hand can just come down on the inside, on or across the leg, but take the shoulder back. Feel your length, keep your left leg working. It's nice and active. Maybe close your eyes. Sometimes it's helpful, especially if you feel like you need to be somewhere. Just close your eyes. Get rid of the visual. Get rid of the judgment. And slowly come up, and we'll switch. Right leg extends, left bends. We want to anchor the left side first, then the right. Tall posture, right? So actually purposefully taking the time to find that length. Draw left arm up, turn toward foot, and lengthen forward. Draw shoulders back. Breathe. The breath smooth and even. And slowly come out. Let's take both legs straight now. This is a very different experience, so I want you to be open to that. It's different from when one leg is straight and the other bent. Anchor for your seat. Now, realistically, you might need to have your arms behind you like this to help prop you up because you might wind up slumping. You might need to sit on a pillow or edge of a blanket or a folded towel. You might stay like this, or if available, you might lengthen forward. But remember, we don't want to move from the center of the back. You want to move from where the legs attach to the body. Nothing forced, no expectation. And slowly come up. We're going to come down onto the back. Feel free to take your time. And then draw the arms out. Shoulder height, palms up. Bring feet, calves, and knees together. Press through your feet, lift the butt a little bit, shift it to the right, put it down, and allow your knees to move to the left as your right shoulder stays grounded. Recline twist here. Breathing down into your right shoulder. And gently come back up to center, hips to neutral. Press through the feet, lift the butt, shift left, knees gently move right, left shoulder stays down. Recline twist, breathing. And let's slowly come back up, hips back to neutral. Lift the knees so they're over the hips. Bring your hands to your knees and push forward and down a little bit. So you'll notice you're grounding at the back of your pelvis, meaning your lower back is most likely not flush to the mat. This is good. Separate feet and knees, and if it's comfortable, you can gently rock side to side across the sacrum. So this means we're not actually rocking on our low back. Our low back is protected as we rock. And return to center, hug the knees in, lower the feet, and if it's comfortable, extend one leg, then the other. Otherwise, knees stay bent, arms at your sides, palms up. Close your eyes as we move into Shavasana, final relaxation. So allow the front of your body to melt down into the back of your body. The back of your body melts down into the floor. Release any tension you might be holding in any part of your body. And give yourself permission to completely relax. slowly and gently allow the breath to become deeper. Begin to wiggle the fingers and toes. Let your legs come together. Bend one knee up and then the other. And with an exhale, gently roll over onto your right side. Left arm crosses over the body. Pause here for a moment. All the art of living lies in a fine mingling of letting go and holding on. Use the support of the arm and hand to gently press yourself up and turn forward, coming into a cross-legged seated position. Eyes closed, face soft, spine tall. Take the hands, bring them together in front of the heart to lift the heart up to the hands. On our next exhale, we'll seal this morning's practice with one sound of Om. Breathe in. Om. May be safe, may be happy, may be healthy, may be at ease. And from my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Hope to see you again soon. If you have any questions, please don't be shy. Post them in the chat and I am happy to answer. I will also leave my yoga social media page on Facebook in case anybody has questions they think of later or if they just want to follow me for more yoga content. But again, thanks so much and have a great rest of your day and week. I'm just going to keep this stream running for maybe a minute in case anybody has any questions or concerns or just wants to say hi. Some of you already said hi, so hello. Thank you so much, Becky. You are very welcome. I'm so glad. Thank you. You're very welcome. Daryl, yes, thank you. My pleasure. Probably leave this up for another 30 or so seconds. So ask any questions. Otherwise, find me on Facebook and feel free to reach out there. Alrighty, everybody, signing off.